Cruz, now a pariah once again among his Republican friends in Congress. How are you, sir?
Sean, it's always good to be with you.
Well, I got to be honest. I stood up and cheered when you did all of this because I feel that the Republican Party in Congress, I think governors have been far more bold. I don't know if you agree with that. But the Republican Congress has been weak and timid and unwilling to fight on very key issues.
Well, that's exactly right. And the reason for that is who they're listening to. It's not the case that they don't fight. They will fight tenaciously for corporate welfare, for cronyism, for growing government. They just don't fight for you and me. They don't fight for conservative principles. It's what I call the Washington cartel. Career politicians in both parties who get in bed with lobbyists and special interest and grow and grow and grow government. And we saw this week really a powerful illustration of the Washington cartel. We saw what I call the McConnell-Reed leadership team, because they're one and the same. It's all part of the party of Washington. You know, you rightly mentioned that we had an election in November. It was an historic election. We won massive majorities in the House. We won a majority in the Senate. We retired Harry Reid.
By the way, Senator, it was also an election that many Republicans predicted would be disastrous because you dared to filibuster over the issue of Obamacare and ended up being a historic election.
You're exactly right that a year earlier, all the Republican graybeards said we were going to get killed because for one brief moment we were actually standing and fighting for our principles. Well, it turned out we won a tidal wave tsunami election, and the number one issue was Obamacare, the issue that we had mobilized and energized millions of people across this country.
You know, one of the things that has not been asked, as I noticed they've been following the events that unfolded yesterday, and quote, the headline is that fellow Senate Republicans rebuke Ted Cruz and so on and so forth. Here's the question that nobody in the media seems to want to ask, but I've been asking, and that is, did Mitch McConnell make you the promise that you say he made? Now, right. Mike Lee says he did, and two of your fellow senators told me privately that, in fact, yes, they heard 3 times Mitch McConnell say that to you, that there was no deal made, but they don't want to say it publicly. Now, I have to honor the fact that I was off the record with them, but in reality, I see no evidence that that promise was not made.
Well, and it was also what both McConnell and